The chapel was built in 1928. That was the completion date. They started construction in 1926. It took 2 years to build, which is a much shorter span of time than the medieval European cathedrals on which this chapel was based. This chapel is built largely in traditional techniques of masonry and limestone. There's not structural steel in the main nave, which is the area that we're in right now, because they wanted to build it to look and last like the great European cathedrals. There is steel in the tower to support the weight of these immense bells, which are some of the largest that have ever been cast that you hear playing behind me. We have worked very hard to maintain the historic woodwork and the marble and the limestone. We've got mosaics above me. We've got some amazing wood sculptural carving in the choir stalls that are behind me. And aside from some adjustments to bring more modern electrical service or lighting or audiovisual to the surrounds, we've really done a very careful job over time. It was started, conceived, and really built with the idea that it would have a dimension of inter-religious and intercultural exploration. So there's not a lot of very specific Christian iconography around the place. We tried to draw on a diversity of traditions, a diversity of intellectual perspectives, so that the people that were speaking from the pulpit were not just Christian preachers or thinkers. Rockefeller builds communities of many different kinds. We have a very active choral program here with students and professionals and community members that are coming on a weekly basis to fill the space with music. We have an active organ teaching studio and an active carillon teaching studio. A lot of the carillons around Chicago and even around the country have been trained here on this instrument. Community productions, theater companies coming in, youth camps here learning about the instruments, teaching of the laboratory school students who will come in for tours. I had some in last week. And if you take a tower tour, you're able to walk up the 271 spiral stairs to the top of the tower, take in the amazing view of Chicago, and hear the carillonneur play recitals on the bells. And then we have Handel's Messiah, which is an annual celebration that's been taking place here, again, since the chapel was incepted. Concert, amazing soloists coming in nationally to perform here on the chancel with a full orchestra. And we're really working towards this new space that we have, which is a spiritual life center at a building right across the street here, which we've just finished installing the new furniture in, and students are using and exploring that for the first time for meditation and prayer. So it's a very busy time here at Rockefeller.